Next is Ipsaria.
The Ragnite capital of the world. Sounds like fun, yeah?
Ipsaria was once the leading country in Ragnite production for Europa. Originally, Ruse was lacking in both natural resources and national power, not unlike Jutland. But after seizing Ipsaria, Ruse exploited those resources to become a global power while toying with the existing ones. In a manner of speaking, Ipsaria is the heart of the Ruse Empire. We will have Jutland take it. Our presently destitute country should be rejuvenated by gaining control of the Ragnite.
Which in turn means weakening Ruse.
You magnificent bastard.
Look who's talking. Have you seen your suit?
Once we get our hands on all that Ragnite, my company's net worth is gonna skyrocket.
You wouldn't be the only one to profit. If current issues like inflation or supply shortages are resolved, naturally...
The people of Jutland will see the war as a success, just like we want.
Violet, are any Grand Generals stationed in Ipsaria?
Nope.
And how do the people of Ipsaria feel about Ruse's occupation?
To hear my business partners tell it, they don't think too kindly of their Imperial occupiers. After Ruse invaded and took control, the Emperor didn't waste any time cleaning house. Executed the entire royal family along with any loyalists.
That sounds like something Claudius would do.
Still, the effect was instantaneous. There are hardly any dissenting opinions against Ruse there since they fear military oppression.
Doesn't mean their dissatisfaction isn't simmering under the surface. Guess that's where I come in. Got it. We'll distribute an anonymous flyer. A manifesto from resistance forces trying to shed a light on Ruse's crimes and restore honor to their late king.
Straight up sedition. And I thought I was the bastard here.
I take that as a compliment.
Stir up Ipsaria and lay the groundwork, making them more accepting of Jutland. It's a solid idea.
You can leave the distribution of the flyers to me.
Please continue the operation within Jutland as well.
More rabble-rousing? We already threw fuel on that fire.
We'll do it as much as we can. A war effort's only as strong as the citizens who support it.
Precisely. Amlet, make sure to pay attention to the citizens when you walk around town. We can gauge public opinion toward the war by their attitude toward the commander of the elite unit. And again, be amicable.
That's rich, coming from you.
Got it.
Good. That concludes today's agenda.
Well then, meeting adjourned.
It's about to get real busy around here.
It's a beautiful sunset. We can't help but come here, can we? This used to be our favorite spot.
Yeah.
I have an idea, Am. What do you say we go grab a drink afterward?
I'd rather just get back to headquarters.
Oh, come on. A few rounds wouldn't hurt.
We don't need anyone getting suspicious of me. Besides, I need to put together a plan to free Upsaria.
What an annoyingly flawless response. Well, come join me next time. We haven't gone drinking in a while with just the two of us. Even you need to unwind at some point.
Sure.
I'll hold you to it. You just gave me your word. You're a rare breed of man, Am. The kind that doesn't pass out when they go drinking with me. I won't let you get away so easily. Well then, I'll see you around.
All right, everyone, let's head back home.
How far did we get? Then allow me to continue.
I can understand that soldiers die during war. However, according to your story, Professor, Amlet the traitor went out of his way to kill one of the Empire's grand generals. Why did he go to such lengths?
There's a reason behind his actions, as well as why this grave was built as the traders had requested. It could all be seen through the actions of the princess after she had witnessed him kill the grand general.
Why don't we catch our breath?
Nay, I will carry on. Commencing operation! In the name of Jutland!
That won't work. You mustn't push yourself too hard.
Our next operation approaches. I must prove myself by then. During our first mission, I was naught but a burden. I wish for my mind to be as well honed as this blade. Only then will my soul know peace.
Are you referring to the soldier you slayed?
My dreams have been haunted by that moment. That, however, is because I knew so little of combat. One who mourns the death of an enemy has no place in war. Because I have declared to my people that I will continue to stand at the front lines, I cannot allow my heart to falter.
They say to pity a starving, dying animal is to show great empathy. But to show great empathy means to put yourself at risk. Wild animals do not worry for other wild animals. To them, life is the never-ending struggle to survive, to find food. It's the same for us on the battlefield. There's no room for empathy.
'Tis a harsh world we live in.
Indeed it is.
From the palace terrace, everything looks black and white.
That's why you picked up the sword, Your Highness. Because you have a responsibility, both as a citizen and as royalty.
Just so.
I wouldn't want you to lose your emotional investment in all this.
Nor would I. Yet that is precisely why I worry about Anlet.
I've pored over countless records, but there is nothing on him prior to his adoption. The lack of information on him is highly unusual. Did he share anything with you during your time at the Institute?
Not at all. He never was the type to talk about his past.
Huh.
Perhaps I will ask the professor.
Professor?
Our former teacher. I am certain she would...
Your Highness! Finally, I found you. Don't you know how troublesome it is when you go out without telling me where?
She needed a quiet place to practice her swordsmanship. Can't get any training done with you bothering her. Had we told you, you would just follow along and pester us here. Like you're doing now.
Oh, hush. Now, milady. Let's return to the palace. I'll train you myself, if you please. I've wielded a sword against my nagging brother many a time, so I'm confident in my skills. In fact, I'm positive your training would go better with me.
Absolutely not. You never hold back. Or something to happen to the princess.
I never held back against you because you're my brother. If that wasn't obvious, it's no wonder you can't find love, despite sharing some of my good looks.
You two are thick as thieves, as always.
Is that how it seems?
Indeed. I already envied your kinship, but the bond you both share really is something special.
Huh.
What kind of sibling would you wish for, Princess? A kind and caring big sister? Or a rambunctious little brother?
Let me see. Either way, I certainly would be content. But if I had to choose, I'd prefer an elder brother. One on whom I could always rely. Someone like Adele, for instance.
You are too kind, Princess.
Oh, is that... Are you blushing?
We should return to headquarters. It's nearly time to discuss our next operation.
Already? I was so engaged in our practice, I suppose I lost track of the hour. Let us go then. Good day to you, Miranda.
Guess my big brother's got a soft spot after all.
Then allow me to continue. Even the young individuals who would later be branded as traitors each had a place to call their home. Fried Eriksson was a columnist who earned his acclaim by often contributing to famous newspapers. His provocative pieces stimulated patriotism in people and led the citizenry of Jutland toward jingoistic tendencies. Basil Sabanci inherited his adoptive father's company and factory. Through hard work, he solidified his position in the Ragnite industry and used his resources to support Jutland's forces. Violet Sand was in military intelligence, although no detailed records of her remain. She had infiltrated and gathered intel on not only the Ruzi Empire, but various other world powers all by herself. The facts surrounding her only came to light in recent years due to more in-depth investigation and research techniques. Solomon Kallenberg, a prominent member of Jutland's parliament, was said to be the brains behind the traitors. A capable and elegant man from an affluent family, his reputation was renowned in political and social circles. He thrust himself into politics, suppressed the non-radical factions of parliament, and allowed the war to continue. Amlet Gronkir's facade is well documented through his victorious achievements during the war. The young hero who led the anti-Valkyria squad. Without him, the Liberation War would not have been won. As you can see, they all have different facets. Knowing each one will bring us closer to the truth behind the traitors.
What's the matter?
Hey, Captain.
Yeah. Huh?
Huh.
Nice. Yeah.
What's the matter? My apologies.
Yeah.
Terribly sorry.
Well done.
Yo! Hell yeah! What do you want? Pretty good, yeah? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? See ya.
What's the matter? Oh, what's this? We've got a new assignment. Op details are as follows. That is all. Dismissed.
Let's do this!
That won't work.
Here I go!
That won't work.
Let's go!
Here I go!
Sorry! Not good!
Here I go!
Rushing water!
Ready or not, here I come!
That won't work.
Ka-bang!
Wonderful. Incoming enemy! Me? It's good!
Here we go.
You died because of those rocks. Let's begin the lesson.
That won't work. That won't work.
I'll rock your world. I'll show you how it's done. Pay attention!
Well done.
Well done, everyone.
Now I'm even stronger!
Hey, Captain.
Hey.
Hey, Captain.
How are you?
Come on in. Come back anytime.
Yo.
What's up?
Our next mission is to seize the Ruse Viceroy office in Ipsiria. The anti-Valkyria squad will provide a distraction, drawing the enemy forces away from Jutland's main army. Should the enemy barricade themselves, we'll join the main army, surround the city, and overwhelm the Viceroy's office. Either we annihilate their troops or force them to retreat. Regardless, the ruse threat leaves Syria.
So we drive the Empire from their domain, placing the country back in the hands of its citizens. And then?
I don't care what comes after.
Perhaps you should. I worry for the Ipsarian people, and the long-term consequences of our victory.
We haven't won yet. You know that, right?
Of course. Though I must ask you, as a squad mate and friend, have you considered what we leave in the battle's wake?
Here we go again.
I beg your pardon?
You always get ahead of yourself.
Must you even take issue with my forethought?
In war, the only thing that matters is the enemy in front of you. Distractions lead to death. Get that through your head.
Oh, well, I never. I should say the distracted one.
Please, Princess, calm down.
Godot. My apologies. 'Twould seem I'm behaving improperly again.
Is this going to happen every time they're in the same room?
Pish-posh! Enough of this plebeian poppycock. I shan't name any names, but the fish rots from the head. Perhaps we need a new captain, a true leader, like myself.
I thought I'd never get used to seeing a lover spat, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. I guess it's a bit like our unit's tradition.
I can see it. That's a fitting description, First Sergeant.
I swear, you two are never serious. Ew, no girl's gonna go for some mean old man. Get a clue, you two.
I rescind my previous statement. Now, let's be more serious then. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bridget?
I don't care either way. Just do what you want.
I don't know, you still look pretty pissed. You're scrunching your face so hard it's making new forehead wrinkles.
Don't come crying to me again if you can't get rid of them this time.
Wait, crying again? As in, you've watched Miss Bridget weep? Frailty, thy name is woman.
Maybe you should just drop it, Isaac.
Methinks the ladies doth protest too much.
That is all. They haven't decided when the op will commence, but count on it starting sooner than later. Prep accordingly. Dismissed.
What's the matter? Seems that way. We've got a new assignment.
Op details are as follows. that's all. Vandergy, move out.
October 1853. The Jutland army departed to attack the Ruzi Empire, who was controlling Ipsaria.
Ipsaria was a point of strategic importance to both sides. More than half the land is covered with mountains rich with ragnite veins, giving a great many people work in the mines.
Your Highness?
I am all right, Godot.
All units, commence operation. Let's do this!
Enemy in range.
Who's next?
Taste my blade!
That'll work!
Alright, leave it to me.
I had a bad feeling.
Commander down! Break through! That all you got?
Terribly sorry.
All right, leave it to me. That will work. Swear on my sword. Who's next? Take it down! Commander neutralized. Commander down! Who's next? Next! Keep an eye on him. Straight to the crowd. Commander down. You rots. All right. Take it down. Allow me to assist you.
Was a worthy foe.
You are not alone!
No match for us.
This is going well.
Terribly sorry.
Who's next? Leave it to me. Commander down.
Yep, let's go!
That all you got?
Rest in peace.
All right.
Their numbers are rising.
All right.
Taste my blade.
That will work.
Was a worthy foe.
I'll finish you.
Terribly sorry.
I'm
Power
with you.
comes from within. Rest in peace. Ding ding! Yeah. What's the big idea? Whoopsies! Lucky guys,
Who's
my
next?
blade. Let's go!
You're no match for me. Commander neutralized. Who's next? All right.
Let's taste my blade.
I'm determined to win.
I'm giving my all.
Taste my blade.
Give you rocks.
Rest in peace.
You ready? Out of my way!
Thank you.
That all you got? Commander down!
Hey!
Damn shoot!
Who's next? Commander down! This'll do it.
Yeah, this is awesome! Their numbers are rising. In the name of justice!
Commander down!
Your ears.
Who's next?
Taste my blade.
forces.
To arms!
The day is ours!
Ready or not, here I come!
The day is ours!
arms!
You ready?
I found them!
Bunch of lamos!
Who's next? Commander down! All right. We keep going and neutralize the Viceroy office.
What the? Who the hell is that?
An enemy. You can tell by his glare. There's no trace of intelligence. He has the eyes of a beast.
Come now, one pup does not a wolf pack make. Baring your fangs at an apex predator like me isn't bravery, it's buffoonery.
Isaac, you're an idiot. But you got a point. Something smells fishy here. Maybe it's a trap. Like a decoy. Or an ambush.
Who cares? Let's do this, Jordan!
Victory goes to those who were first to strike, First Sergeant. Hey, that's Ragnite Glow.
He has a mana-powered prosthesis.
The rest of you, keep going. Finish the mission. That arm. Who the hell are you?
I have no obligation to answer you. This will not go as you planned. An enemy in red.
I had a bad feeling.
I will not lose.
I offer this prayer.
To think such swordsmanship existed even in Jutland.
Look what I can do. You have my...
You will be an obstacle to the Emperor's conquest.
What is that? Honest.
Godot, I feel as though I've seen To arms!
Keep an eye on that.
Go away! Now take a stand.
Keep an eye on who you are.
Watch it! Oh, water! Turn the tide!
The day is ours! Can you stand?
Yep, let's go!
Prepare yourself! Take this!
Constant vigilance!
I'm nice.
You ready? Here I come!
That all you got? That all...
Constant vigilance!
Allow me to assist you. That all you got? I'm with you. That all you got?
Constant
Show you
vigilance!
what I can do. That all... It's over!
Yep, let's go!
That all you got? I can do. That all...
Taste my blade!
Keep an eye on
That
them.
all you got?
Keep an eye on them. Honest.
That all you
No way!
you! Out of my way!
Keep an eye on them.
Take cover!
I've got your back!
Oh, you want? Wait, what? No escape! Day is ours! Show you what I can do!
In the name of Jutland!
Keep an eye on them.
This will settle it!
It's over, B. Keep an eye on them.
Fall back!
Oh, water! Turn the tides!
Let's end this! We'll know
No
you!
quarter! No quarter!
Keep an eye on them.
Fight!
I am
Take it
sworn
easy,
to the
okay?
crown!
This will settle it!
Keep an eye on them.
No quarter!
Day is ours! See how you handle this!
Can you stand?
Once more with given!
Don't do this.
See how you handle
Can you stand?
I'm sworn to the crown! Incoming! Watch this! Out of my way! See how you handle this!
Constant vigilance! Taste my blade! Got a bad feeling!
will not yield! Take the offensive!
I've got your back.
See how you handle
One more with feeling.
How weak!
Constant. To arms.
Incoming!
Here I come. Constant.
Sworn to the crowd. Now
I will not yield!
How
about this?
I don't have this pace. For your good.
Watch it!
Kabang!
I am sworn to the crowd. Now you got.
Constant vigilance. No cool. Constant vigilance. Kapow!
Dodge this! Where on my sword?
No quarter.
Allow me to assist you. Take cover!
Take
the offensive! Incoming! Watch it!
Kapow!
Incoming!
Keep an eye on them.
Kabang!
Must hold fast! Day is ours!
One is a bad feeling. No quarter.
Take them out!
No quarter. No quarter.
Keep an eye on them.
No quarter.
Day is ours! Watch it! How about this?
Can you stand?
Now
Close one. Once more with me. I offer. Let's go. Your ears. Yep. Let's go.
Take the offensive! Watch this!
Now you got. See how you handle this.
Ready or
You
not?
ready?
Constant vigilance.
That all you got?
Constant vigilance.
Keep an eye on that.
Got a bad feeling.
Out of my way! Come on now!
Can you stand?
Close one. One more with feeling. Yep, let's go.
You must hold fast! Get lost!
Keep an eye on them.
Show you what I can do!
Constant
Hold fast!
got a bad feeling.
Burn them all!
Keep an eye on them.
Be okay? But I don't
Show you what I can do! How about this? Come on now!
See how you handle this. You ready? That all you got? That should do some damage. What the?
Are you not Prince Laertes? Heir to the throne of Ipsaria?
Huh?
Wow. Awesome.
He was tougher than the tank.
The prince?
Yes. At first I feared my memory failed me, but there is no doubt left in my mind. The eyes are a window to the soul, and a gaze that fierce could only have belonged to Prince Laertes.
A member of the Crimeus royal family survived. But why would he attack us? And that prosthesis? Something's not right.
I've read about a procedure in which a body's capabilities are alchemically augmented and even surpassed by Ragnite.
A mana-enhanced human.
Ew. And here I thought he was kinda cute.
We can validate the facts later. We need to prioritize the operation first.
What a stubborn group. Just give it up and be obliterated already.
Looks like a last-ditch effort.
Amlet!
Captain?
Well, now's as good a time as any. All right, everyone keep up with the captain.
Good to see the captain's still alive and kicking the enemy's ass.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, let's go!
Who's there? This is going
Take this!
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Commander down!
Onward to victory!
Mission complete. As expected.
Looks clear. I think we're finished for now. Provided everything went according to plan, the main army should be winding down as well. Of course, there could be more troops on the outskirts. Should we try to draw them out?
No, we should stay right here, strategically speaking.
Regardless, the residents will come out when the battle concludes. It'll be fine if we're welcomed with open arms.
But it'll be a hassle if they put up a resistance.
If that happens, I will persuade them myself. Once we convey our intentions openly and earnestly, they shall understand. If we can do that, I believe they'll accept us. And Jutland.
Yup. I'm sure Fifi can do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'll help too.
Why are you being so competitive? I don't see the point.
We could use all the Hans we can get.
Captain Gronkair! Runner Nielsen reporting. Our army engaged a large enemy unit on the outskirts of Ipsaria and has defeated them. The Ruzi forces broke formation and have begun retreating. Our troops are entering the city right now.
Inform the commanding officer that Vannergan's taken the Viceroy office and secured the area. They may encounter some residual enemy forces scattered across the city, but should rendezvous with us immediately. And be sure to show the citizens some care. We're here to free them from the Empire's oppression after all. We cannot tread on their honor and dignity as Ruse has. These orders come directly from Princess Ophelia herself.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely relay that. I swear on my life.
I trust you will. Hans, a moment.
Sir?
The main force. How many did we lose?
I don't know the details, but the commanding officer himself said the death toll is far below estimates. The commander is calling this operation a decisive victory. We've won, and with minimal casualties. Is something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing. Thank you, Hans.
Yes, sir. I'll be taking my leave now.
Is something the matter, Bridget?
No, nothing at all.
Oh, our job's finally done. I could use a drink. What do you say, Jordan?
Drinking until dawn doesn't count as a drink, First Sergeant.
I can see it now in my mind's eye. Me, surrounded by doting Ipsarian damsels, the epitome of prestige and popularity.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Hey, wait! The captain hasn't dismissed us yet.
Come on! Hurry up, Fifi!
Knowledge will help you grow. You're quite studious. How splendid. Then allow me to continue.
It was a success. The Jutland army has gained control of Ipseria.
Well, just as planned.
It was faster than I thought it would be. I better finish up my article.
Next on the agenda, how the other world powers will react. I'm sure none of them predicted that Jutland would wrest control of Ipseria.
Like a jolt from the blue.
You mean bolt.
It's bolt?
Definitely Bolt. Yes, right now we feel jolted. I won't say who's to blame, though.
That was just a slip of the tongue. Go on, Saul.
Jutland has seized the Empire's largest supplier of Ragnite. Before the impact of this news dwindles, we need to do something regarding the world powers. Doing so will isolate Ruse from the others and weaken them. Swiftly, but surely.
Well, well, we got this grand scheme thing down pat.
Always the mastermind. We'll leave the thinking to you, as usual.
We have our work cut out for us. There's but one motto, everyone. Jutland has liberated Ipseria. It was a deliverance from the Empire's tyranny and exploitation.
Liberation.
That angle should make for a great article.
Yeah, Liberator's got a nice ring to it. Hell, I'm feeling pretty libertine myself. Come here, Vi.
Those phrases originated from the traitors? Wasn't the Liberation War coined by Donovan Lindegard?
The truth is stranger than fiction. The traitors chose words that would give meaning to the war and appeal to all people.
Records indicate that an envoy from the Jutland Parliament arrived only 3 hours after the end of the battle. Under the pretense of rebuilding the Viceroy office Ruse left behind, he came to oversee the interim government. After they were colonized by the Rusi Empire, the Ipsarians couldn't participate in the administration of their lands.
The envoy from Jutland was Solomon the Trader, who took action accordingly. He opened the Viceroy office to the public, gathered the citizens there, and spoke of Ipseria's future.
Ladies and gentlemen of Ipseria, I truly lament the hardship you have faced. You've been the target of many since the discovery of Ragnite in your lands. Even so, you did not break, and the country had flourished with the presence of your royal family. But the Rusi Empire has extinguished your guiding light, and the royal family is no more. With their unending greed for territory and dominance, Ruse has exploited you through intimidation. Faced with such a heavy burden, anyone would become exhausted and not question the rule of the Empire. But even your right to question authority was taken from you. Jutland was the same. Our country had given in to the suffering caused by the embargo, even began to accept this unjust situation. However, our brave citizens rallied behind our king, who broke the alliance and succeeded with a counterattack. Now our country's morale runs high, and the Jutes are regaining our pride. In this age of turmoil and uncertainty, I am sure you wish that the royal family was still with us. From now on, you are the main players. Each of you must rally Ipseria in place of the royal family. Since your government has been in the hands of others for so long, I understand there may be some reservations. Therefore, Jutland will lend you its assistance. We started this war because we ardently hope to change Europa for the better. Both of us have felt the same pain caused by our common foe in the Rusi Empire. As fellow men, we liberated you from their reign to return this country to the way it should be.
Hurrah for Ipseria! Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for liberty!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, truly. to ensure that Ipsaria is never again invaded by the Empire. Jutland hopes to stay in this country for a brief period and remain vigilant. As for the government, we will temporarily dispatch some people from Jutland to promptly get Ipsaria running. We wish to work together with your representatives to establish your country. Please lend us your cooperation.
Solomon's passionate speech, paired with the distribution of the anonymous flyers, touched the hearts of the people. Within Jutland, Freet the Traitor skillfully influenced public opinion. Crafting an easily understood composition, a tiny virtuous Jutland rebelling against an immense wicked Ruzi empire. He planted the idea that this war was the righteous thing to do in the people's consciousness. Meanwhile, ambassadors from each of the world powers gathered in the Ruzi Empire. There, they discussed the recent events with Emperor Claudius. Each country agreed that Jutland's invasion of Ipsaria was a violation against the current world order. All the while, they blamed Ruse for bringing about the current situation. Emperor Claudius, however, was resolute and dismissed their protests, stating all was proceeding as Ruse had planned.
Have you forgotten? Death itself bows to our imperial will.
After Jutland installed an interim government in Ipsaria, they soon set about to establish Ragnite supply routes. Basil the Trader mobilized the leaders in the Ragnite industry.
A Ruzi counterattack is coming soon. I'd bet my balls on it. Jutland won't stand a chance against a full frontal assault. That's why we gotta bring out the big guns. Let's show them what this industry can really do, boys. Time to ramp up Ragnite production, invest in alchemy, and develop monotech to catch the Empire with its pants down.
I understand what you're trying to say. It's the way you're saying it I take offense to.
Don't sweat the small stuff, Pops. Let me stress how vital it is to keep our momentum going. Not even an embargo could come between you and your profits. Now I want you to use that fortitude to amp up the military. I want to see our boys in battle packing some serious heat.
New weaponry? But by losing Ipsaria, Ruse took a heavy blow. They know how serious Jutland is. I don't think we should escalate the situation. Violence begets violence, you know.
You soft or something? Don't go limp on me now. We're up against a goddamn empire. We go at this half-assed, and we'll be the ones getting bent over and screwed.
Rise and be recognized.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Tell us, what did you see at Ipsaria?
I saw the Princess of Jutland.
What's that supposed to mean? Surely you didn't really spot Her Highness on the front lines, swinging a sword like...
That's exactly what I saw.
Oh my.
In addition, a powerful force defends her. They crushed our military's mono-weaponry with ease.
And? I heard you fought them.
Indeed. They had special weapons, one similar to the right arm that your majesty has bestowed to me. They were weapons that emitted a Ragnite glow.
Interesting.
New monotech, huh? Not bad. Even backed into a corner, the dogs of war still have a bit of bite to their bark.
You still harbor doubts, young Maxime?
What are you referring to, sire?
Do not take us for a blind man.
Yes, sire. To think he would see through me is a terrifying man indeed.
Questioning minds and hesitant spirits seek answers. No? Very well. We shall abide.
Answers?
Victor, Gilouche, Gustav. These men served us well before we took the throne, and have proven themselves stalwart comrades along our path of power. Together, these worthy peers comprise the Grand Generals, save for Balthus IV, who was slain by Jutish hands.
I am aware.
Maxime, we would have you fill his lordly shoes.
What? Do you mean to make Maxime a Grand General?
Correct. He is capable enough. What's more, we wish to judge with our own eyes the potential of alchemical augmentation.
This is absurd! Forgive me, sire. It is not my place to speak of such matters.
Suspect whether power corrupts. Question that money is evil. Doubt even if right makes might. But never lose faith in us. For we shall never forsake you. There is your answer. The secret to our success. In faith, there can be no hesitation.
What arrogance. What confidence. But they are befitting of His Imperial Majesty. I don't know what the future will bring, but I shall wield my strength for the sake of this man.
Grand General Maxime, from this day on, take heed of your distinguished station, and conduct yourself accordingly. Devote yourself henceforth to us alone.
As you command.
Ha ha! Wonderful! Welcome aboard, Grand General Maxime.
This is a true story. The two victories transformed the mood in Jutland.
At the time, the people hailed Ophelia as the goddess of victory, or Jutland's savior. The morale of the people is important in war, and I hear her presence was a powerful unifying force to that end.
To see the truth behind the war, we must understand what Ophelia felt, how she changed outside her role as princess.
But, Professor, she never wrote a memoir or left records that discussed anything of the sort.
The only one who knew was my great-great-grandmother. Still, Ophelia tried very hard to reciprocate her people's expectations at the start of the war.
My beloved people, from the bottom of my heart, I feel that Jutland is undergoing a momentous awakening even now. As you all know, I stand at the front lines of battle. Many have claimed I ought to put politics before principles. Even my King Father wished for me to stay my hand. I, however, cast off such aspersions to swear by the sword. This blade will not be sheathed. My hand shall never stay until I have cut down the source of our kingdom's suffering. The fight has only just begun. Everyone, I ask only that you believe in me as I do you. Let me be the light to shine through our country's night.
Long live Jutland!
Long live the princess!
Long live Ophelia!
Oh, beauteous azure light that shines so gently, pure and bright, across lands of plenty thrives the freedom of countless lives. Dear shield maiden, spear in hand, please grant us the strength to stand, watching over this fair kingdom. 'Tis our one and only home. Oh, heaven, voices.
Times like this, you gotta think Fifi's blood really is blue.
The environment does shape who we are.
The royal family certainly has a unique way of seeing and thinking about the world.
But should she stay center stage, it's curtains for our crew.
How do you mean?
If anything were to happen to Princess Ophelia, the entire country, from cowherd to king, would be out for our blood. The anti-Valkyria squad's fate now hinges on Her Highness.
That reminds me, I heard an interesting rumor. Seems people think the princess has a special power. That is the reason we're able to win against Ruse.
I hear they've been calling our unit the Princess Platoon. Were you aware of that, Captain?
Whatever.
Ow! Don't be saying petty crap like that.
I agree.
At first, I could tell she was just speaking from the soul. But by the end, her head truly caught up with her heart.
Yes. Well, the princess is always keen on showing her empathy for the people of Jutland.
Why hold your applause now? 'Tis the war you've waited for.
And why did you applaud? You were against the war, were you not?
That ship has sailed. Now I must with utmost haste rebuild the bridges these battles have burnt. And so I clap for the princess's passion, even as I weep inwardly to see Her Highness bearing arms.
It seems His Majesty has accepted it.
Royalty does as royalty wills. Far be it from servants such as we to question the wishes of the crown. But mark my words, I shall employ every last ounce of my parliamentary prowess to put an end to this war.
We'll advance our pieces further. As the winter goes on, the Empire will be able to mobilize less and less. Let's proceed heading north at once. Our target is the Imperial colony of Avaloon. will destroy the sectors of their Ragnite industry.
Let me get this straight. We cut off their Ragnite supply, then hit their weapon stockpiles.
Correct. Avaloon presently functions as the Empire's armory. The majority of the citizens work in the industrial zone. After the country was made into a colony, Claudius built an infrastructure to give the people work and a place to live.
Giving the Emperor a pretty high approval rating, I hear.
But it's all a lie, isn't it? He completely cuts them off from the outside world and makes it sound like a utopia. There's no personality. Everything's been standardized. They've forgotten how to think for themselves. I've gone there several times for work, and to be blunt, the people all seem dead inside.
That'll change once Jutland wins. We're going to liberate them.
What confidence. Still, that's you to a T.
Has our boy Saul ever been sheepish?
Oh, I remember. At the orphanage, toward Miss Maria.
That's quite enough.
Oh, someone's embarrassed.
Not at all.
Aren't you being sheepish right now?
Hey, get a room, you two.
Yikes.
Is something on your mind, Amulet? You've been quiet this whole time.
Wondering when the Valkyria will show up.
That is a concern. The Empire hasn't deployed it yet.
Guess Jutland means that little to the Rux. They think they can beat us without playing the ace up their sleeve.
The Empire must know about the anti-Valkyria squad. Maybe they're just being cautious.
If I were the Emperor, I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Once winter comes, their military muscle will be useless. But the snow won't stop the Valkyria.
Amulet, if it appears, will you be able to bring it down this time?
Yes. It's why we created this weapon, created the squad.
Very well. Let's begin then. To prepare for our operation on Avaloon, we must first gather recent intel on the area.
So my turn then.
Yes. Please contact your informant.
Got it. But right now he's commanding the troops at the Tamir Road blockade. As it is, I don't know when he'll return to the Empire.
For an Imperial officer and a married man, that boy toy of yours sure won the mistress lottery. Why not pay him a little visit on the job, Vi? Be all like, "Oh my darling, I couldn't wait to see you," or something.
I am not that kind of woman. That goes for both me and my other persona.
Then we'll have to drive him back.
Let's try it. Tamir Road is one of the main paths that connect the Empire to Upsiria, but that blockade overextends the battlefront. They should withdraw if we inflict a sufficient amount of damage.
And if they stick around, they'll be surrounded and sieged.
That location has no value that's worth losing your lives over, unless the commander is exceptionally incompetent.
That won't be a problem. He's pretty amazing.
Oh, really? Well, he won't stand a chance against Am. You got this. Kick his ass as hard as you can without actually killing him.
Got it. We'll go to Tamir Road. I'll tell the others it's a scouting operation.
I'll hide in the Imperial capital and wait for my informant to return.
Be careful, Violet. Now that we're in a state of war, the importance of intel on Imperial territory will increase. By the same token, they'll be on alert, and security will be tighter than before. Plan accordingly beforehand. This is a crucial moment going forward. Our collaboration and exchange of intel must remain a secret more than ever.
Guess I better get to work too.
Another anonymous flyer?
No, a letter this time. To the editor, stating that liberation is coming.
Ophelia met with her former instructor, whom she highly respected, my great-great-grandmother Charlotte Loudrup. There, Charlotte spoke about an incident that had occurred during Amlet's orphanage days.
This is the only lead we found.
Right.
The orphanage that burned to the ground. So that's what happened to the captain before he was adopted.
And yet, there's no record of it.
Perhaps there is more to this mystery.
There may be. Let's look into it.
Oh? But I thought there were no records.
None that are public.
The names etched here continue to grow. So His Imperial Majesty plans to carve the name of every soldier who has fallen, including the lower ranks. Mine too will be etched here if I die. I've sworn loyalty to the Emperor, but does my heart lie with Ruse? Or does it lie with Epseria?
Placing Maxime in the seat of a Grand General. His Majesty is acting unusual.
Nah, this has Claudius written all over it. And at least he's keeping things interesting.
Even if Maxime's useful, he isn't Rusy. Our honor as the Grand Generals will only tarnish with his addition.
I get it. Feeling a little replaceable, are we, Victor?
Don't be absurd.
Aw, are you worried the Emperor likes Maxime more than you?
Gustav!
Well, all jokes aside, don't worry. His Majesty is only having fun with his new toy. That's just his way. It'll pass.
Nice. Nice.
Come on in. How about this? Come back anytime.
Hey, Captain.
Is something the matter? Is something the matter?
Nice work.
What's the matter?
How you doing?
What is it?
Yo!
Yeah.
Oh my. It's a little forcible, but this isn't too bad.
What are you doing?
Tailing you? Not for any particular reason, though. I guess you could say it's a work habit. That aside, do you remember our agreement?
No?
You said you'll come drink with me next time.
You were serious?
But of course. And we're going right now.
What?
The woman with the captain is from the intelligence division. Lieutenant Sand, I believe. What do you make of it, First Sergeant?
Well, it can only be one thing. You know what I mean. It's a scandal. We've got a scandal on our hands.
To have the attention of such a beautiful woman. The captain's a lucky man.
Anyway, we're going to follow them. Bloom, summon the rest of the unit.
What? Why?
We share the good and the bad with each other. That's how you strengthen the camaraderie within a unit. Naturally, that goes for the juicy bits, too.
Seeing you for a while. It'll be lonely. What is it? Something bothering you?
The Valkyria. I didn't stand a chance against that thing. It's a miracle I'm still alive.
Am.
I'm fine. Really, I am.
You're the only one who's encountered a Valkyria. The only one who knows how terrible its power is. Intelligence on it is extremely sparse. But the Valkyria is the Empire's most classified secret. The units from other countries that encountered one have mostly been annihilated. And any survivors have gone mad. I'm really glad you came back alive. Looking back now, we were pretty reckless then. Trying to assassinate Claudius, I mean.
I don't think it was a mistake at all. Other than that one time, he never leaves his palace.
True. He's been holed up in the capital ever since. He used to parade about or travel abroad. It's like he's become a different person ever since he acquired the Reaper.
The Valkyria will never get near him. Not while that thing's around. I have to take it out.
Yeah. You'll make it happen, Am. I'm depending on you, Captain. And of course, you guys too.
We've been made.
You were too obvious. I may not look like it, but I am an officer in military intelligence.
I've heard of your exploits, Lieutenant Sand.
A spy! So cool!
Ah, such bewitching beauty. If only a winsome woman like you were my superior. rather than some rustic male ragamuffin.
Thanks for the compliments.
What are you all doing?
Now, heroes of Jutland. The captain said he'll treat all of you today. Come on now, drink up!
Hooah! Free booze! Don't mind if I do.
If you're offering.
I'll just have one. Bottle, that is.
I won't be drinking. Honestly, what do you all think a standby order is?
How about it, Miss Violet? Let's abscond from this plebeian pub for some rest and relaxation at my mansion.
No booze for you, Bloom.
I know.
I told you I'm not going to drink.
Hamlet, I challenge you to a duel.
Isaac, you've had too much to drink. I'm not the captain.
I don't want to whine, but... Oh, wait. Yeah, I do.
Good day to you.
Need something?
What's the matter? We've got a new assignment.
Op details are as follows. That's all. Vannergan, move out!
Enemy at the gates! What? Damn it. They've come already? We haven't recovered from our retreat from Ipsaria yet. Can we hold out?
We only drive the enemy force back, not engage them fully. Hold the line and do not pursue. Attack! Let's do this!
Intercept the enemy!
Leave it to me. From within. In the name of Jutland! Terribly sorry. It was a worthy foe. How did you take one?
Who's next?
Awesome! Let's go!
Who's next?
Onward to victory! Yeah! Yeah! Point!
All right. All right.
Hey, they're not so tough.
Open fire!
In the name of Jutland!
All right. Sorry. Let's end this! Who's next?
Rest in peace.
All right. What are you looking at? What? All right, over me. Let's break through. Good work. Watch this. You ready? What are you looking at?
Rest in peace.
All right.
Proceed with caution.
Open fire!
Keep an eye on that. Stay away.
Power comes from within.
Fall back. Thanks.
I offer this prayer.
I am sworn to the cross. There you go.
What are you looking at?
You must hold fast.
Taste my blade.
Damage. You must hold fast. Calm down.
In the name of Jutland.
You ready?
Out of my way.
Commander down.
Swear on my sword. I'll finish you.
Get lost!
Watch this.
Get lost!
I'll give it my all.
Taste my blade.
I'll give it my all. I'll give it my
Who's next? Who's next?
Oopsies!
Yeah. Taste my blade. Point.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What? Oopsies! Yeah. Yep, let's go.
All right.
damn jutes!
That all you got? Commander down! All right. No match for us. Let's end this! Who's next?
I am
Get ready!
Who's next?
Honest.
Retreat!
Retreat! Don't let it get to you! Who's next? Commander! All right. All right. Mission complete.
I've grown stronger!
As expected.
At this rate, we'll be wiped out. We need to retreat.
We have no choice. Fall back!
Not so fast.
Hold back. My orders were to not pursue.
Yeah, but...
We're going to allow our foe to flee before our very eyes? Dear, dear, the mind of a commoner is incomprehensible.
The mission's over. Return to base.
Please, wait, Amlet. You've explained so little to us. Even if you are a skilled captain, this is going too far.
With this, the Imperial army at Ipseria's borders withdrew completely, and just as the traitors had planned, the lieutenant colonel was called back to the capital. Going forward, let's discuss Violet the Traitor and her other persona.
Good evening, Mr. Leonid.
Margaretha. What a pleasant surprise. Why, I was just thinking of you.
Of me? Oh, I'm flattered. Even if it was just a lie.
It's not. I wanted to see you, especially tonight. To think I still had some luck with me. It really is astonishing.
Margaretha?
I suppose you can't help but be surprised. This aspect of her isn't touched upon in the history books. Margaretha was one of the names she used.
Violet the Traitor had many relationships with Imperial officers for her reconnaissance. It's written she would steal information and kill them to destroy the evidence. That said, I think they went overboard by calling her an unprecedented femme fatale.
Yes. For her honor, I will tell you this. She never killed any of the officers. In fact, she was too kind for a spy. Violet would send her intelligence in coded letters that only the traitors could understand. The recipient of those letters was Amlet, who was also in the military.
Jackpot. There's gonna be a Grand General posted there.
It appears that Avaloon has become a location with more significance to us than Jutland.
Question is, which one?
So there are things even Violet can uncover. Regardless, it's good news. I anticipate it'll be Admiral Gustav.
Gustav's sharp. The Empire's best tactician. He knows how to handle a weapon, and is rumored to be the most skilled of the Grand Generals. If Ruse is bolstering its defenses for winter, they might rely on Gustav.
Could be the big galoosh, though.
We'll find out when we get there.
Please do. That said, what worries me is when precisely a Grand General will be deployed to Avaloon.
Yeah, 'cause it's smack dab in the middle of our prep time. Almost like they already know Jutland's invading Avaloon.
You think we've sprung a leak?
It's always a possibility. We are in a time of war now. The military, parliament, business world, even those in town are suspect. The only people we can trust is us five.
Doesn't matter who comes. We're taking Avaloon. We'll get to the Emperor one step at a time if that's what it takes.
What's the matter? Hey, Captain.
How are you?
Hey, Captain. Captain?
What is it?
I want to trust you.
What are you talking about? If you have a complaint about my command decisions, I'm all ears.
I think you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
I see. Let's discuss this another time. The princess trusts you.
What? Need something?
Thanks. Wow.
Yes.
Whoa,
Go easy, would you?
What's up?